Some things just go together, like me and Joe.
Ice cream on a hot summer day. A strong grassroots team and a winning campaign. Yeah. Folks, we really need you on our side.
And off the wall.
That's true. You can't have a Pete without a Will. Obama joining President Biden in cringy new ads to court small-dollar donors as we draw closer to the conventions. Tuesday's Pennsylvania primary marks the final battleground in the nominating calendar. I didn't realize it was still going on.
No.
One more state to go on Tuesday. It will also be among the first battleground states for the Senate primaries of 2024.
Yeah, so let's go off the wall to better understand what the Democrats are planning there and beyond. Here is your calendar. As Pete pointed out, it's still going on, the primary.
Is there something to being the last state?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Not much attention. Well, but there is a lot of attention on Pennsylvania because it is always a swing state. More on that in just a moment. And this sets up your primary calendar, your convention calendar, with the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee in July and Democrats in Chicago in August.
So we're 3 months away from this convention, which is in Wisconsin strategically, in Milwaukee, and then 4 months away from the Democrats doing it. Usually, historically, I think it swaps back and forth, but historically it helps to be the last party to have your convention because that's a big spotlight on your candidate. It's basically a 4-day commercial for your candidate. This one's Democrats are in Chicago, which is interesting. It's a
5 decades removed
powerful base
from a Chicago convention that was chaos. And look,
and they have a base this year saying they want to do the same thing at the Democratic convention. This one could be interesting. Put that in your calendar as something to watch, because if Biden is where he is right now, there could be some things going down there in August.
And here's how Biden is doing right now. Take a look at the battleground states. We mentioned Pennsylvania. You can take a look at Georgia, Michigan, and Wisconsin as well, with Trump leading in Georgia and in Michigan, and it's all knotted up in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin.
In the Biden camp, what they're really looking at is Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. Blue-collar, Rust Belt type states where they think they have a shot to eke out a win. Because you're going to see a lot of national polls for the next few months leading up to the election. None of that matters. None of it matters. What matters are these key states and this horse race, and then you add RFK Jr. as well, and these numbers change a little bit and differently in certain states. In Michigan, what happens with the Arab American vote and the Jewish vote based on reliable constituencies for Democrats? These numbers are going to get real interesting.
Well, let's focus in on
Trump ahead.
Let's focus in on Pennsylvania. The primary is this week. So here's what Pennsylvania looked like in 2016 and 2020. You can see in 16, Trump wins by a little over a point over Hillary Clinton. There is the map of counties in Pennsylvania. But then in 2020, Biden with the 1.2 percentage point win, and there's the same map. You can see the changes there. It's not just.
I'm not sure why this is green. I think it's just a glitch.
Well, it's not just, and it's not just there, red to blue in some of these Pennsylvania
This is
counties.
Philly right here. This is the place where Democrats count on getting ballots. But you mentioned crisscrossing Pennsylvania. Joe Biden was there for 3 days this week, already on the campaign drill. 3 days in a row. He said he went to his hometown. Here's Joe.
We have the best economy in the world. My predecessor rolled back protections for American workers. You've had my back, and I promise I have your back. We made that happen while my predecessor never lifted a finger to help. Under my predecessor, who's busy right now, Pennsylvania lost 275,000 jobs. I mean, let's look at the facts.
Who's busy right now, just the way we want him, in a courthouse in New York City. By the way, the Biden administration has continued a lot of the Trump tariffs, because a lot of those tariffs are on steel, which they believe helps them in Pennsylvania.
And that was in front of the steel workers union there.
Correct.
Here is Trump in Schnecksville, Pennsylvania.
Turned out everything he touches turns to. When I'm back in the White House, we will end Joe Biden's inflation train wreck, and we will tell Pennsylvania, drill, baby, drill. Get back to drilling.
And there's an issue that Joe can't say anything about because Trump has been very clear about his all-of-the-above energy approach. Let's unleash it. The Democrats very much on the climate side, having a lot of explaining to do to those very same steelworkers and others who say, well, a lot of other jobs have left our state.
So it's not just the presidential race that's of focus, though, when it comes to the primary calendar, and specifically Pennsylvania as well. You can see Dave McCormick looks like he's headed towards challenging incumbent Bob Casey, Democrat.
Yeah, he
in
cleared the
Pennsylvania.
deck pretty effectively here of other candidates in Pennsylvania, has the support of President Trump. In West Virginia, there's a large field. Joe Manchin's retiring, so this is probably flipping to, well, it is flipping to Republicans. So the game in town is May 14th, the Republican primary. So there's a lot of things happening that'll control the future of the Senate.
Kerry Lake and Ruben Gallego in Arizona. One that a lot of people are watching is Montana, Tim Sheehy versus John Tester right here. Again, incumbent. Could that be a blue seat that flips red?
And this, you know, we know who the candidates are going to be, so primaries are an opportunity for those candidates to kick the tires, demonstrate support by bringing your base out, because in places like Michigan, however, it hasn't been resolved. So Republicans are all going to the ballot on August 6th to determine who that candidate will be. Strong candidates will determine the future of whether or not the Senate goes the Republican direction. It should be a good year for Republicans in the Senate, because this is 6 years from 2018, which was a wave year for Democrats. It was the midterm election during Trump's presidency.
Yeah,
so
from Wisconsin, Tammy Baldwin,
up.
Eric Hovde. So there's an opportunity for Republicans to pick up a lot of seats in the Senate. All right, that sets you up for the calendar over the next couple of months as we head towards the big date.
You know, it felt so far away, but then once you look at it like that, you're like, this is going to come fast. And with this trial, too, with everything that's going on, the sham, it's going to get interesting.
All right, Kaylee, over to you.
Indeed, it's coming quick and could not come soon enough. Thank you both.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.